The beginning. It was August 7th, 1999, and my birthday. One would have expected me to be happy, but I was the furthest from that mood. I was 13 that day, and becoming a teenager didn't live up to what I expected. Living on a Native American reservation at Saltwater was like being sentenced to life in a state prison. We were absent of the gun tower in Wharton, but it wasn't the best thing on earth. I was living in poverty in a crime stricken area on the res called the Pit. When you walked through it, you saw single wide trailer homes that were worn down and barely standing on the earth beneath them. Graffiti was scattered on different dwellings, telling the story of our life as a Native American Indian. This was a sure sign of grief, drugs, and gang activity. Alcoholism was the norm here, and suicide among kids my age was popular and no different than being a drug dealer for the mafia. It felt more like hell. If only I could be open and tell my family about the pain that I'd endured since the age of 9, perhaps my life would change. I often dreamt of becoming rich and famous to move me and my family away from this hell. It was only that, just a dream. I put my singing ability to the back of my mind because I knew that I would never get the opportunity that people off the res get to becoming famous. I was tired and getting ready to take my own life. I took the 38 from underneath my leg and I was about to put it to my head and pull the trigger when I hear, Cheetah! I turned to see two of my friends from off the res making their way towards me. I was sitting near the Devil's Belly, which was nothing but open mountain and land. It extended so far out that at night it looks like you were looking into a black hole out in space. So many people died in this place, and many bodies were found unclaimed. Mitch and his brother Novi are black boys who lived on 89th, which was 10 minutes away from the reservation. We met by accident. I was about to get ready to fight Novi when his brother saved him from that day when we met. And from that day on, we have been cool. They introduced me to the neighborhood off the res, and I introduced them to res life. What you doing over here on your birthday? Novi quizzed with a grin on his face. He's always smiling about something. I'm just over here thinking. I put the gun behind me. Man, it's your birthday and you over here by yourself looking at this scary shit? This does look scary, Mitch adds. He scans the Devil's Belly with suspicious eyes. I wouldn't be caught over here at night. How did y'all find me? They point to my brother Marcus, who's standing off to the side talking to a girl. He wasn't supposed to know that I was here. I tucked the 38 underneath the rock that I'm sitting on and asked, what y'all want? We wanted to come and have you chill with us since it's your birthday. Yeah, get your ass up and come chill with us, Mitch said. He pulls me up and gives me a tight hug. Happy birthday, B-Dog. I chuckle, not feeling it, but it's cool that they showed up. Thanks. Come on, Cheetah. They invited us on the block to hang out, Marcus said after the girl he was talking to walks away. He's always talking to girls, and he's having sex and only a year older than me. I hope nothing happened to the gun that I hid under the rock. It was stolen from my aunt, and nobody knew I had it. What y'all doing on the block? It's a surprise. I think you'll be happy about it. I'm glad we found out, Mitch put his arm on my shoulder. I realized that he drove on the res because when we got to my house, there's a black Audi parked in front of it. Whose car is this? They explode in laughter. This is one of Mitch's G-rides. Come on. Marcus opened the back door, pushing me inside. He climbs in after me, and I look forward to my mom asking where we were going. But she was probably in the house, laid out drunk as usual. My dad's in the Air Force and on the Air Force base and always gone, so my mom drank her life away missing him. Mitch jumps behind the wheel and starts the stolen car and pulls off at top speed. Slow down, dog. The tribal police be out here fucking with people, especially us, Mark told him. He slowed his speed, and I'm looking at everything that we passed, grateful to be leaving this reservation. It's hot out, and the AC is on full blast in the car, feeling good to my face. I'm wondering where Mitch has stolen this car from. They were always stealing something. It's their way of life. Marcus fires up the blunt of weed in the back seat, and he takes a big swig and looks at me, passes it. Nah, I'm good. Hit it, bro. It's your birthday. I snatch it from him and hit it. I'm coughing instantly, and they thought it was funny. The coughing seemed to be nonstop that we'd come to a light exiting the reservation. I thought I was going to puke until Marcus passed me some water. Drink this, it'll stop you from coughing. I take a swig of the water, and he's right, it helped. I start feeling the euphoric effects, and everything's feeling real good all of a sudden. We make it to 89th, and it's filled with guys on the block. They're black, and all I see is that sense of comfort and feel that sense of comfort because nobody's looking at me crazy. I feel the welcoming stares as we park and get out of the car. Guys are walking up to Mitch, greeting him with firm handshakes and love. He introduces me to them. It's his birthday, Mitch explains, and one of the guys laughs and hugs me. Happy birthday, man. I'm Sneaky Low. He sticks his hand out. I shook hands with him. Happy birthday, he said, digging in his pocket. He pulls out $100 bill. For me? Yeah, dog, happy birthday. Here, take it. I took it and thanked him with a firm handshake to let him know that I wasn't soft. I feel the vibes of the fellas here, and it's different because on the res, they made me feel like an outsider, especially since my dad is black and my mother is 100% Native American. It's totally different here. Novi comes over and puts his arm around my neck. See, bro, look at the love you getting on the block, dog. You need to be from the hood. Let me introduce you to the homies. This is Flip. This is Cal. Y'all, this is Cheetah. He's from the reservation. That's his brother over there. Novi points to Marcus, who's on the other side of the lawn in the front of the apartment building with the guys his age. They're shooting dice, and I'm over here with the guys my age. Sneaky came over and tells me, these dudes are the homies from the nation. If you want to be from the nation, all you got to do is let me know, he said. I got your back. Nigga, how you gonna make him from the nation? That's my friend, Novi said. Shut up, dog. He's old enough to speak for himself, right? Sneaky said, making me laugh. Happy birthday, Cheetah, Sneaky said. I'm about to go over here and win me some money, he said, leaving us alone to chill. Hey, Cheetah, it's always some fine girls on this block, too. It's one girl that everybody's trying to get at, but she won't let nobody hit, Novi said, and his boys laughed. You talking about Aaliyah? Cal said. Yep, Aaliyah. If you see her, don't talk to her, Cheetah, because that's who I'm trying to link up with. Man, Cheetah, she's fine, hella fine. Dark skin, long hair, gray eyes. I'd never seen a girl that fine in my life. Yep, and it's all her hair, too, and her eyes. Nothing on her fake. Flip adds. He came and whispers to me, don't join this hood. Stay solo. We could start a dance crew. Fuck these gangs. Why you say that? I asked. Trust me, I know, he said. I nod and stay quiet while the fellas talk about different things from females to money to cars. It was far better than sitting on the res about to commit suicide. A few minutes later, I hear the guy singing, Happy birthday to you. Mitch walks up to me with a big cake in his arms. Oh, shit, I laugh. I wasn't expecting this. Happy birthday, dear Cheetah. Happy birthday to you. They all cheer. Mitch runs his fingers across the whipped cream and wipes it across the tip of my nose. It's funny. Oh, wow. Thanks, man. Cut me a piece, dog. I want some cake. Dog, you got to be from the hood now, Sneaky Loke said. If my brother's going to be put on, I'm the one that need to do it, Marcus interrupts. You from the nation? I looked at my brother, and they all laughed. Marcus been from the hood, dog. I had no idea that my brother was banging from the nation. Nah, Marcus, you can't put your brother on. Let him fight Novi. And if he wins, he could be from the nation. All right, bet. Novi has his shirt off like he's excited to fight me, and little did he know, I have 5 brothers, and they all taught me how to fight from getting my ass kicked by all of them, not to mention the fights on the res. Whoop his ass, Cheetah, Marcus points at me with warning eyes. I knew what that meant, that I had to win this fight. Mitch sets the cake on top of the car and nobody touches it. I realized that this was already planned for me. Novi and I move to the middle of the block and everybody's outside watching. We square up. I'm not scared. I remember what I was taught and I used it on him. When he rushes up, I caught him in the mouth and he falls. Ooh, oh, hold on, blood, hold on, Mitch yells, helping his brother up. He hollers something at him and Novi was pissed. I can see that he's embarrassed too, but I put my guards back up after Mitch moves out of the way and we square off again. We do circular movements, swinging on each other, but nothing connected. And then I caught him again with another hard one to the face. He grabs his eye and backs up. Fuck him up, Cheetah, don't stop. Rush that fool. Marcus pushes me in on him, and he swings and I duck just in time, and I give him some more body blows until they stop the fight. Cheetah's in, I hear Sneaky yell, and he grabs my arm and pulls it up in the air while the fellas give me praise. Now Novi's mad. He went and sat down on the curb, nursing his eye. I feel bad because he's the homie and I didn't want to hurt him, but I like to fight. I took my aggression out on fights in the res, on and off the res, so fights to me was nothing. Hey, Cheetah, you can fight, Cal said, giving me love with a firm handshake and a hug. Flip came to me with big smiles and a hug as if he was glad that I wanted to fight too. I wasn't trying to hurt Novi, but I had to defend myself because these guys didn't know me, and I had to make a good impression. Marcus comes to where I was standing, getting my wind back. He pulls me over to him and whispers, "Good job, little bro. Love you. Love you too," I whispered back, glad that my brother was with me. I'm tall for my age, so people thought I was older than 13. I still can't believe that I'm here in the hood being shown this much love. I appreciated it and it gave me a reason to keep living. A girl came downstairs from the apartment complex passing out paper plates, and Mitch calls us over to get pieces of birthday cake. I look at Nova, "You good?" He nods, but he never looks me in the eyes. He wasn't good. I felt that from him. He's pissed that I beat him up in front of his homies like that. I felt kind of bad, but I went and sat down on the stairs alone to eat my cake. Chocolate is my favorite, and I don't know how Mitch knew. Marcus came and sits beside me. "You happy about the cake?" "It was my idea," he said. "I knew it. You the only one that know I love chocolate. Thank you. You paid for it too?" "Nah, Mitch owed me a favor, so I told him to buy you that cake. I just wanted you to get off the red since Mom is at home drunk and only thinking of herself. I didn't want you to be sad." "Where's Cheppy?" "Working with Grandpa. He got you a present too. I'm just glad that we were able to get you off the red so you could enjoy your day." "Yeah, me too. I just hope Mom doesn't make me go back over Aunt Rowena's house now that I'm 13. I don't need a babysitter. She won't." "I think Novi's mad," I tell Marcus. "He looks like it, huh? Oh well, it was a fair fight. His loss." His pager went off and he took it from his hip. I finished my cape and Marcus asked Mitch if he could use the phone. "Hey, bro, we might have to leave," he tells me. I didn't want to leave. I was having too much fun. "Oh shit, there's the pretty girl," Sneaky points. "That's Aaliyah right there," he boasts in a loud voice. And I'm looking to see if she's as fine as they said she was. I'm picky and weird when it comes to pretty girls. It was no pretty girls on the res at all. Maybe one or two, but that was it. The rest of them were super fat and out of shape, and the majority of them were looking like the guys. "Hey, Cheetah, there she is. Maybe you got a shot." "Novi likes Aaliyah, but she ain't fucking with him," Sneaky whispers. He didn't want Aaliyah with Novi. They come across the street, and I toss my empty paper plate in the trash can that was on the side of the building. "Come on, dog, let me go introduce you to her," Sneaky said. "Hey, dog, hold up," Novi caught up with us. He told me that he liked Aaliyah and that he was going to put his bid in with her, so I stepped back and nod. I didn't care. I was just trying to see what she looked like. She was with two light-skinned females, and they were all smiles as they walked up. "Hey, ladies, what's up?" Sneaky smoked. Novi said nothing. He's face to face with her, and he didn't even open his mouth. When Aaliyah turns toward me, my heart stopped. She's super pretty. Wow. I guess there is a such thing as beautiful. She's gorgeous. I look at Novi, waiting for him to step up. He's quiet. Nothing. "Hello," I spoke to her. She smiles at me. "Hi, I'm Aaliyah." She sticks her hand out, and I grab it and shook it, getting butterflies all over my belly. I never had that kind of feeling for nobody. She touched my soul right then. Wow, everything starts moving in slow motion. "Are you new on the block?" her friend asked. I let her hand go and put it in my pocket. I didn't pay her friend any attention. She was the one that was important to me. We were both staring at each other like we had seen a ghost. "He's from the res. This is my homie Cheetah," Novi cut in. Aaliyah's silent, but she's staring me hard and down. She's staring me up hard and down. And if she had forgot how to speak, she's checking me out, even with the clothes that I'm wearing. And I took pride in how I dressed. Even with us being poor, I dressed as if I was middle class. Everything that I wore was matching, and even down to my tennis. I feel her vibe, and it seems cool. "Do you want to walk over here and get out of the sun?" She finally speaks. Yeah, okay." I follow her and stay behind Novi. He had an instant attitude. Wait. Are you talking to Novi?" I asked in front of him just in case he thought I was trying to push up on his girl. I wasn't here for that drama. Out of respect, I had to ask. "Who me? Hell no," she frowned. "I just know him and his brother Mitch. I'm not talking to him like that," she explained. I look at him and shrug. He waves us off and moves over to Sneaky and the other girls that she came with. "So your name is Cheetah?" she asked after we were away from everyone. "Yeah, that's my nickname." What's your real name? I don't tell people my real name. Oh, how come? Wait, don't tell me. You're ashamed of it because you're Native American? I laughed. First of all, I'm not ashamed of my heritage. I'm proud to be Native, but I'm Native and black, so I guess I got the best of both sides. Wow, well, I can't tell. You can't tell what? I didn't know you were mixed with black. Yeah, my father's black. He's from Jamaica, actually. He's in the military. Oh, cool. At least you know your parents. I don't know my mom or dad. Oh, wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Did they die or something? She looked sad once I pried into her personal life. Maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know where my mom is or my dad. I don't think they're dead. Just put it this way, I'm an orphan. Right now, I live with my aunt who treats me like crap. She treats my cousin like a queen because she's light skinned. That girl over there in the red shorts, that's my cousin. Oh, really? I nod. Yeah, that's my cousin Nikki, and today she's nice to me, so I'm over here. I don't know how she might be towards me tomorrow. Her cousin was looking our way, and she didn't seem too nice with the way she was staring. So, what's your story? Are your mom and dad still together? I wish. I wish that I could really tell her my story, but it would have been too heavy for her. Yeah, my mom and dad are still together. It's just that right now my dad's in the Air Force, so he's always gone and he only comes home twice a year. Wow, that sucks. I bet you miss him, huh? Oh yeah, I do. He calls a lot. My mom stays drunk half the time, so I don't really have a relationship with her. I hope you're not with anybody and they pull up on us and see us talking. I don't have a boyfriend, she replied, and that was music to my ears because Novi was about to be angry with me. I like this girl. She made me feel alive again. She was the most beautiful girl that I had ever seen in my life, and I wanted to get to know her. After meeting her, my life changed. Do you have a girlfriend? You're very handsome. Thank you. And no, I don't have a girlfriend. How old are you? I just turned 13 today. She's all smiles. Well, happy birthday. Thank you. I'll be 13 in October on Halloween. I'm compatible with Leos, too. Oh, you believe in that zodiac stuff? That's all new to me. Really? She laughed. Well, I read a lot, and I'm into astrology. I'm in the seventh grade. Me too. I go to school on the res, but my dream is to go to PVA one day. Really? Me too. I'm into performing arts. I like to act and dance. I like to dance and sing, I admitted. Her eyes lit up. You sing? Yeah, I could sing, I told her. I wrote a bunch of songs, but I mean, I don't know if you like to hear them. I want to listen to them. Do you have them recorded? I do. I have them on cassette tapes, and I can bring them tomorrow if you want to hear some of my songs that I wrote. Oh my gosh, yes. We have so much in common. What else do you like to do? She had me feeling as if I was on a different planet. I like music a lot. One day I want to start my own group and become famous. Have you applied at PVA? It's hard getting in that school. But I heard that if you're good, you could do it. And you being from a native reservation, you should be able to get in easily. I wish. I don't even know how to apply. I'll help you. Give me your number, she said. Wait, I have to get a pen. She got up and left me on the benches in the apartment building where Novi lives, and then here comes Marcus. Bro, we gotta go. Cheppy said that mom is worried and she called the tribal cops. What? Oh, man. Okay, hold on. Let me give her the number. Who? Aaliyah? He smiles. You talking to her? I thought that was Novi's girl. Nope. She said she wasn't going out with him. Marcus found it funny, and when I looked over at the front of the apartment complex, Novi's mean mugging me with lowered eyes. Aaliyah comes running back with the pen, and she had the paper. What's your number? I gave her the number. Marcus gives me dap with a closed fist against my fist. That's right, baby bro. Handle that shit, he laughs. We leave the block at 6:45. We had Mitch stop the car at the res entrance, and we decided to walk because he's driving a stolen car and we couldn't go to jail, especially if the res cops found out. Good looking out, Mitch. We'll see you tomorrow, dog. Marcus shake hands with him. I climbed out of the back seat. Novi didn't ride with us to go home. He's mad. And Mitch admitted that he was pissed that I took his girl. Oh well. She told me straight up in front of him that she wasn't with him. So what was I supposed to do? As we're walking home, Marcus asked me what I was doing over at the Devil's Belly. Bro, I was just sitting and thinking, that's all. About what? Nobody goes over there, man. I know, but I wanted to get away, I told him. I wasn't about to tell him what I'd really planned to do. I kept that hidden. I wish that I could tell him what I'd been going through, but I had to keep it all a secret. Don't go over there anymore, bro. Do you hear me? It's dangerous over there, and it's on sacred ground. I know. Don't let me catch you over there anymore, Cheetah. I swear we're gonna have it out if I do. All right, bro. I hear you. I won't go over there anymore, I tell him just to shut him up. Once we made it over on the block, the cars are sitting there outside, three of them. There they are, I hear my mom. She points at us. We get rushed by two cops. We're thrown to the ground. Wait a minute, don't hurt them, Mom yells. They're okay. Step back, ma'am. We didn't do nothing, Marcus yells. And they lift me up, lift my brother up off the ground. And another cop hits Marcus in the stomach with his flashlight hard, bending him over, making him fall to his knees. I'm crying, leave my fucking brother alone. We didn't do nothing. I yell. My mom's crying, and my other brothers come outside, wondering why we're in cuffs. They put me in the back seat of a patrol car, and Marcus is put in the other car in front of mine. We were getting arrested when we were both minors and didn't commit a crime. One of the cops is talking to my mom, and I hear her slur, they're just kids. I'm driven away from the house with the tribal cop in the car in the front alone. I'm innocent. I didn't do anything wrong, I said, and the cop looks at me through his rearview once we get away from the house. The look in his eyes is sinister, something that you would see in a movie. You listen to me, you fucking nigger. As soon as you turn 18, I'm gonna put a bullet right through your head. Why? Because I don't like the looks of you. You think because you're passing for a Native American that you can get away with stuff? You ain't sovereign, boy. I'm gonna kill you because I know you're gonna grow up to be a fuck up just like your brother Marcus. We don't like your kind around here. Well, where are you taking me? I asked because the police station wasn't this way. We were driving on a dark road and I was scared that he was gonna take me to the devil's belly and leave me there in the dark. If he did, I was gonna find that gun and just shoot myself. Fuck it. I asked where you taking me. Shut the fuck up and ride, nigger boy. We pull up at my Aunt Rowena's house, and I'm pissed now. She's in the front yard with the glass in her hand, and I knew it was gin she's drinking. My whole mood changed, and I feel that misery return. She's the reason why I wanted to kill myself in the first place. I hate her. Take me to jail, I tell the cop. He laughs. Niggers don't get choices. He pulls in the driveway, and she's standing there smiling and puts a thumbs up to him. He climbs out of the car. If I wasn't in cuffs, I would have jumped out and ran, but I had no choice but to sit there. It was dark outside and hot. The patrol car is still running, and he went to Rowena and hugs her, and they were talking like they were buddies. Why wasn't he like this with my mom? Where did they take Marcus? Tears ran down my face. I didn't want to be here. I felt that once I turned 13, that it would be the end of dealing with this. The cop came to the car and opened the back door, grabbing me out. He turned me around and took out his keys. He leans in my ear. You remember what I said, boy. Today is your 13th birthday. You got 5 more years to enjoy this life. He takes the cuffs off and shoves me towards Rowena, and I almost fall. He went back to the car, and I wanted to run, but I didn't. I walk up to her, and she grabs me. You scared me half to death, boy. Get your ass in here. She grabbed my arm tight, pulling me towards her house. I want to go home. Call my mom, I cried. She took me in her mini mansion, slams the front door. You ain't going no fucking where. You're gonna stay here and fuck me like a man. Get out of those clothes. Rowena, please, I'm begging you. I don't want to do this anymore. She walked over to me and stands in my face. Do you want your dad to die? No. Just let me go, and I'll see to it that we move off the res. She's laughing. How in the hell are you going to move off the res? You guys don't have any money. I'm the one with all the money, remember? And the power. Get out of those clothes, Cheetah. Aunt Ruth, now! I don't want to hear any more of your whining. I wanted to fight her, but if I did, I would have to kill her. And if I killed her, I was going to have to end my life too. I was picturing images of me killing her in my head and seeing blood everywhere. Hurry up, Cheetah! I stripped out of my clothes, feeling numb. I'm naked, and she always wanted me to be naked, ever since the age of 9. The first time anything happened, it was on my 9th birthday. She had this surprise for me, and I'm happy she had favored me out of my siblings, always buying me whatever I wanted, giving me whatever I wanted, and being so nice to me. I cherished and loved her, but later, when I turned 9, I found out why she had been so nice. On my ninth birthday, she had me come to her house for a gift, allegedly, and upon my arrival, there was no surprise gift. She was upstairs in the bedroom, stark naked, waving me over to the bed to fondle her naked body. I was in shock, and she told me that if I said a word to anybody, that she would have my dad killed. My dad means everything to me, so of course I kept quiet about it. And now that I'm 13, I'm filled with rage and anger. I pictured myself killing her as she gave me oral sex. This is what she'd been doing to me since the age of 9. She puts her mouth on my penis and sucks until I ejaculate. She makes me go down on her too. I left my body again and went with the program because if I didn't, who's to say what would have happened to my dad? With her money and power, she could have my dad murdered and make it look like an accident. I was having dreams that my dad was found dead in a car, and in some of my dreams, he would be in a bad car accident. It woke me up in hysterics, and Marcus and Cheppy would have to calm me down, telling me that I was only dreaming. She instilled fear in me at a young age, but now my fear was turning into rage after I finished pleasing her. She lay there calm now, looking at me with those fake loving eyes. I know you like music, Cheetah. What do you want to do with your music? Get away from you, I thought. What do you mean? I know, and I want to know what it is about music that you like so much. Do you think that you can be famous or you'll be a famous singer one day? I don't know. Wrong answer, Cheetah. Well, what do you mean? I want you to say that you will be a famous singer and everyone will love your music and you will be known all over the world. Say it. She snapped, and I repeated what she said. Good job. Now, if you keep what just happened between me and you a secret, I will get you exactly what you want. Do you want that? Yes. How badly do you want it? I want it bad. Okay, what do you need? Um, I need studio equipment for my brother Cochise, and I need CDs to make mixtapes. Find out what type of studio equipment you need, and I will get it for you. What else do you need? I need layout cards of pictures of me. That's not a problem. I'll get all of that for you, Cheetah. But you better keep your mouth closed. And what's going on between me and you, do you understand? I want to go to PVA too. Slow down. If you want to get into PVA, you have to do more than go down on me, she said, cutting her eyes at me. What the fuck else did she expect me to do? Get on top of me, she whispered. And I rolled over and got on top of her. She grabbed me and starts massaging my private parts. It was uncomfortable, and I closed my eyes and took myself somewhere else. And she put me inside of her and starts schooling me on what to do with her. She wraps her grown up legs around my waist, and once I got the hang of what I was supposed to do, I did, giving her the feeling that she wanted. She rolled me over and sat on me, bouncing up and down on me. I closed my eyes, trying to escape through my mind, and it wasn't easy. This was wrong, and she knew that it was wrong. This woman is my mom's sister. She screams out loud and falls over on top of me, and I wanted to throw her ass across the room, but I held myself in check. I had to think about the music. What if she was lying about getting me this stuff? Time will tell. Will you really get me the stuff that I need? Yes, Cheetah. I said that I would, right? I nodded, and she finally rolls over. She went to the bathroom, and a few moments later, she comes out of the bathroom with a wet, warm, soapy towel. Happy birthday, young man. Clean yourself up, and I'm going to have Rick take you home. When I walked in my house, my mom was on the sofa, sloppy drunk, and passed out asleep with an empty gallon bottle of where her wine was. I stood looking at her, wondering how long she'd been passed out like this. The house is quiet. I went to the doorway of the hall looking at the bedroom that I shared with my two brothers, Cheppy and Marcus. The door's closed, the music's going. Alina sneaks up behind me. Did the cops let you go? I put a finger to my lips. Shh. Yeah, go back to bed. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm cool, I said, taking her back to her room. Mommy's drunk again. I know, get in the bed. I'm hungry, she whispers. Well, come on. She followed me to the kitchen. She starts crying. Shh, stop crying, Alina. I thought they were going to keep you in jail. They beat Marcus up. His lip is swollen. Is he in the room? She nodded that he was. You want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I asked her. Yes, please. I made her a sandwich, wondering why my mom didn't feed my sister. It pisses me off. She knew how to make her own food, but she wanted me to make it for her. My sister was scared of everything, even her own shadow. I took care of my baby sister because she's innocent, and last year, this time, Rowena threatened to touch her if I didn't have sex with her, so I did. She always had something over me to make me do things with her. I took my sister back to the room and she climbed in bed eating her sandwich and chips. Cheetah, don't leave me. I'm going to take a shower. Okay, will you come back in here with me until I go to sleep? I'm scared. I'll be back, Alina. Leave the light on and the television on. Okay. I closed her in the room and went back to the living room. Mom, Mom. I called her and she grunted and rolls over. I went over and shook her. Mom, what? I'm tired. Leave me alone. It's me, Cheetah. I'm home. Okay, good. Go to bed, sweetheart. Mommy loves you, she slurred. And I smacked my lips and went to the bathroom. I closed the door, locked myself in there, wishing that I could die. But if I did that, who would Alina have? I was so miserable. I turned on the water and let it get hot before I climbed in. I took my hair down from the braid and let it fall down my back. I let the water run over my face and hair, trying to wash away what happened to me tonight. I scrubbed myself until my skin burned. If only I could wash away the pain that I was feeling too. I needed music to take me away from this life that I was living. I stayed in the shower for an hour until I realized that my little sister needed me. So I hurried out, wrapping the towel around my waist. I went to my sister's room and saw that she was asleep. I turned the light out, but left the television going and I closed her door before I headed to my room. I sat on my bed, which was across from Cheppy and Marcus, who shared a bed. Cheppy slept on top, and Marcus was on the bottom because he smoked a lot of weed and had access to the window to open and close to blow the smoke out. I lay across my bed staring up at the ceiling. I didn't know how my life was going to turn out, but that pretty girl with those gray eyes crossed my mind and it made me feel so much better. I got up from the bed and slipped into my boxers and went to the closet and grabbed the box of cassette tapes from it. I sorted through the tapes to see which ones I wanted her to have. I wrote a lot of songs when I was depressed and going through a lot with Rowena. I used the music as a way to escape. A lot of the songs wrote themselves. All I did was recite them. We knew a guy that lived off the res, a white boy named Danny, who had a music studio. We would go to his house and record. Cochise learned a lot about mixing and mastering and making beats with Danny. Danny ended up moving overseas last year, which killed all of our music efforts. So now it was back to the drawing board. I hoped that Rowena was serious about buying me the equipment that I needed. She claimed that she would talk to Cochise and find out what he needed and make it happen, but that was yet to be seen. The next morning I was up at 6 a.m. before any of my siblings, and even my mom was still asleep. I walked over to the Devil's Belly to see if the gun was still there. I made sure that I took away where I knew the tribal cops wouldn't be pulling up on me, catching me out this early, especially that one cop, Red Claw. He meant what he said about killing me when I turned 18. I felt that he meant that. Maybe I could kill him first, or someone else on the res could kill his ass. He didn't like me because of my father being black. He called me a nigger, and I would never forget what he said. I made it to the Devil's Belly and went to that rock, and voila, I find the gun. It was Rowena's gun. She never brought anything up to me about her gun being missing. She pulled it on me a few times, forcing me to have sex with her. But now I have it, and I was going to use it to my advantage. I made it back to the house and took the gun and put it behind the shed. I buried it there. I went back inside, and my sister's up. Where did you go, Cheetah? I just stepped out. Braid my hair for me. Okay, some girl called for you. Really? What'd she say? She just said that she was going to call you back. Did she leave her number? No. Oh, damn. Okay, braid my hair. Alina was good at braiding hair because she had so many dolls that my grandma gave her, and she would always practice braiding her hair with the dolls. She knew how to French braid too, but I only wanted two plaits. She was hooking my hair up when the cordless phone rang. "Ooh, it's Dad." "Hello," she answered. "Let me talk to him," I told her. "Hi, Dad," she smiles. I was hoping he would come home. I hated that he was gone so much, and maybe Rowena would think twice about having me at her house once my dad came home to stay. Yeah, his birthday was boring. He left, my sister said on the phone. Damn. Okay, hold on. Dad wants you. I took the phone. Hey, Dad. Hey, son, how was your birthday? I'm sorry I missed it yesterday. I called and they said you weren't at home. Were you out with your brother? Yeah, we went off the res to hang out with a few friends. Off the res, son? Did you tell your mom? No, she was drunk, like always. She's always drinking, Dad. When are you coming home? I'll be home next month for 30 days. I sure do miss you guys, especially you. Are you still doing music? No, because Danny moved, so we don't have nowhere to do music now. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get a loan to get your music equipment. No, Dad, don't do that. I'm gonna see if I can come up with something. Like what? You let me handle it, son. I wanna see you do something positive instead of hanging out. Where do your friends live? Oh, on 89th. 89th? That's a bad area, son. Those little fools from the NOOOO Nation are over there. I know, Dad, but it's cool. No, it's not cool. A lot of those guys have been getting shot and killed on that block. You better be careful. Where's your mom? Hold on. I said, getting up and going to find my mom, who's in the kitchen washing dishes. Who is that? Your husband. I told her being a jerk because she was being grouchy like always when she didn't have wine. She snatches the phone. Hey, Raymond. I went back to my sister and she finished my hair. Where you going, Cheetah? I'm going on a block and don't tell Mom, all right? I'll buy you something. What will you buy me? Give me some chips and a burrito. I'll do it. Just make sure Mom doesn't find out. Okay. Are you and that girl going out? Nope, she's just a friend for now. Oh, is she pretty? I nodded. Really pretty. Her name is Aaliyah. She's dark like Dad. Oh, you better be careful, Cheetah. Don't worry, I'll be all right, I said, going in my room. Marcus is up, dressed, looking better than he did when I saw him in the bed last night. The swelling on his lip had gone down, but there was still a scab over it where it had been busted. You want to go to the block with me, Cheetah? I hit up Mitch, and they got his mom's car this time. They had to scrap the other one. Yeah, I want to go, I said, grabbing the cassette tapes. Y'all better be careful over there. It's a lot of thugs on that block, Cheppy warned us. There's fine girls over there, too, Marcus tells him. His eyes lit up. Cheppy decided to roll with us this time on the block, and I was happy about that. Out of all of my brothers, he's my favorite. I haven't told him what was going on with Warina because I didn't want him to try to kill her and end up in prison. I know how Cheppy is. When guys off the res fuck with me, or when guys on the res fuck with me, he was already ready to throw down. I wanted to make a clean getaway with Warina without involving any of my family members. Hey, Cheetah, Mitch mentioned as he drove. Novi's mad that you talking to that girl, dog. He ain't even mad about the fight no more. He's mad about the girl. Oh, well, my bad. She said that she wasn't with anybody. She's beautiful, man. You lucky to be talking to her. She won't talk to nobody on the block until you came. That's what's up, I laughed, glad that she wasn't talking to nobody else over there. Is she over there now? Nah, not yet, but they'll be out, I'm sure. You want to run a game of Madden? Mitch asked my brothers. They were always down to play any type of sports, be it in the streets or on a video game. They didn't mind. I was looking out of the window wondering where Aaliyah was and if she would be coming on the block today. We pulled up in the building and Mitch parked in the back where his mom's car belonged. I was the first to get out, and the guys were hanging out on the benches this time because of the heat. Sup, Cheetah? Sneaky was at the first one to speak. He was really cool. I went over to him and gave him love. You enjoy your birthday yesterday? I did until we got home. The cops were waiting on us. They beat my ass, Marcus admitted. Cheetah, Cheetah, why didn't they fuck you up? I hope you ain't snitching. Hell no. Red Claw said he was going to kill me when I turned 18. Man, fuck that faggot. He ain't going to do shit, Marcus said, and the guys laughed. Damn, the police is that bad on the res, too? Yep. Yeah, they don't like blacks either. He was calling me all kind of niggers. Me too, Marcus admitted, and they told me, and they dropped me off at the Devil's Belly and told me that they was going to let me die over there. Luckily, I knew my way home, he added. I'm glad you all right, bro, I admitted. Hey, y'all, there they go. Look, Cheetah. Sneaky grin. He leans in my ear. You better get at her, bro. She's a baddie. I know, I admitted. She's smiling when she and her friends walk up. The cousin wasn't with her. She was with another chick, a Mexican girl. Cheppy hit my arm. Introduce me, bro, to the Latina chick, he recited. I took Cheppy over and introduced him to Aaliyah, and she introduced us to her best friend, Marisol. Did you bring the tapes? I did. I went in my shirt pocket and pulled out the four tapes. Here you go. Thank you. Oh my God, I can't wait to listen to these. Yeah, let me know what you think. I called you last night. My sister told me I'm sorry I didn't have your number to call you back. Yeah, my aunt trips out about me giving her number out, but I'm gonna call you tonight for sure because she's not gonna be home. Okay, cool, cool. I can't wait to talk to you. So what you do yesterday after we left? Nothing. We just went back to the house and grabbed a good book to read. I'm reading this book called The Coldest Winter Ever. Oh, okay. Is it good? It's so good. I'm trying not to go through it so fast, but it's really good, she explained. I was checking her out from head to toe. She smelled great. Her eyes were so pretty. It's hard not to stare at her. Her toes are done. Her feet are perfect. She's perfect. I never thought I would get caught up over a girl at 13, but she made me feel good inside. She made me want to stay alive and see her every single day. Her friend Marisol took us to the car and went with us. She has a cassette player in her whip. I climbed in the back with Aaliyah, and her friend was in the front with my brother Cheppy, while Mitch, Marcus, and the other dudes went inside to play Madden. Marisol turned on the engine and put the AC on because it was so damn hot. Arizona gets so hot it's record breaking temperatures out here. Once the AC was kicked up, it was comfort for us all. Aaliyah handed her first handed her friend the cassette and to play Mindless Love. She put it on, and I'm a little shy at first, but I calmed down once the music started. And the lyrics was like, one day I want to know what love feels like, what it's like to hold you, to love you all night long. Aaliyah looks at me with a big smile on her face, her eyes filled with tears as I'm singing on the tape. She lifts her arms up and I see chill bumps all over her skin. Oh my God. Is this you? Her friend Marisol looks back at me. Yeah, that's my brother, Cheppy explains. He could sing, huh? Yes, wow, this is so beautiful, Aaliyah said. Can I have this tape? Yeah, you can have them all, I told her. I feel good that she likes my music. It made me feel really good. Turn it up, Marisol, Aaliyah recited. Marisol cranks the volume up. Aaliyah's blushing and she looks at me and I looked in her eyes. You really like it? Are you kidding me? Yes. You're going to be famous one day. You keep singing like that? Yes. You remind me of Tevin Campbell. Oh my God. Everybody says that. I'm Cheetah, though. I'm not Tevin Campbell. Not like that, but the way your voice sounds. I think he sounds better than Tevin. Thank you, Marisol. I think you sound better than him, too. But you're going to be famous, Cheetah. I don't like for her to call me by my nickname. I was going to have to tell her my real name, but I wanted to get to know her first. I wanted to make sure that she wasn't like the other girls, being deceptive. Marisol played the other tapes, and Aaliyah is amazed and addicted to my music. She's silent now, looking at me with different eyes. Why are you so quiet now? I don't know. I'm just thinking. You're going to be famous one day, and then you might not even want to talk to me anymore. Plus, you're really handsome. A lot of girls are going to want to be with you. Well, what makes you feel like that? I'm not famous now, and we don't know if I'll be famous. I just bought the tapes over for you to listen to. Where did all this come from? She chuckles as if she's embarrassed. She became serious. I don't know. I love your voice. I just know that one day, if you continue with this music like this, you're going to be a major music artist. And I, man, I can fill out the application for you to get into PVA. Do you want to go? Do you want me to do that? Heck yeah. Can you do that for me, please? Yes, I just need your name and address. If I tell you my real name, though, you're going to have to be my girl. The thought of her being my girl made me smile. Okay. I looked at her. I'm serious. I'm not just saying this. And when I'm not on the block, I don't want you to be on the block either. No talking to Novi or nobody. Oh, I won't be. So you're my girlfriend from this day forward? Yes. We shook hands on it. Can I have a kiss? She laughs, then she leans over and kisses me on the lips. It was quick and easy. I like that kiss. I made her laugh again. Why do you laugh? Because I was nervous. I never kissed a boy before. So I'm your first kiss ever? Yes, she admitted. What's your name? It's Anthony. Anthony Featherstone. I got my mom's last name because we're Native American, and my dad wanted us to have her name to keep us sovereign. That's cool. Wow. You have a beautiful name, and Anthony fits you. Antonio por vida. What does that mean? It means Anthony for life. I speak Spanish. My family is from Belize. Really? Wow, so you speak more than one language, huh? I speak Apache and Navajo, so you're trilingual. Yep, but I haven't spoken Navajo in so long. My grandmother's Apache, and she speaks it more than the other language, so I understand that more. Does she live on the res too? Yep, you're lucky. Lucky, I laughed. Ain't nothing lucky about living on a res. It's fucked up on a reservation. What's it like over there? What do you see in your head? Well, I see beautiful green grass with nice houses and beautiful mountains and teepees. She made my brother Cheppy laugh in the front seat. I'm not trying to be in y'all business or nothing like that, but it's nothing like that on the res. Tell her, Cheetah. Nah, it's a lot of crime, poor people. It's nothing like how it is out here. You guys got real houses. We got trailer houses that we live in, and a lot of drug addicts, and it's just not cool. Wow, but I still want to visit one day. Cheppy and I look at each other. I didn't want her seeing where I lived. It wasn't a place to be bringing a pretty girl like her. Can I visit you one day? I don't know. We'll see. She had me write down my information and she told me that she was going to do the application for PVA because she had a computer and access to AOL with email. PVA is a rich white school, so they had access to better technology, way better. I had no clue how to use a computer, but she did. She was going to make sure that my application for admission was accepted next year. That would be a cool thing if I got in. I'm going to make sure that I put that you live on a reservation because you might get in faster that way. PVA is private though, Cheppy added. It's going to be hard, bro, because you're going to need a scholarship. If he can sing, that's what they're looking for. Sing? He can dance too. My brother is bad with dancing and singing, Cheppy boasts. I didn't want to brag, but let him tell it. He has Aaliyah mesmerized. You know who else can dance? Flip. Have y'all seen him dance? Nah, I didn't know he could dance. Yep, he applied at PVA too, Aaliyah informed me. Me and his Aaliyah informed me, and that was good to know. That someone from the block applied too, that meant that I could get in and get closer to him. And I remembered him telling me not to get involved with Mitch and Novi because they were trouble. He told me yesterday, and I never forgot that. Novi came to the car right as I'm thinking about them, and he wanted to get in, but Marisol didn't want too many people in her parents' car, so we climbed out and walked back across the street. Novi was a little green about us leaving him. He leans in my ear, hey bro, you want to go on the lick with us tomorrow? Make some money? When? This weekend. There's a lot of money involved, thousands. Hell yeah, I want to go. You down to use a gun? He whispered. Are you serious? Yeah. He's smiling. All right then, it's on. Does Marcus know? Yep, he's in on it. It's his lick, bro, him and Mitch. Oh, I'm in then, I said, making sure that Aaliyah didn't hear what we were talking about. I think Novi just wanted to see if I would be down enough to do something crazy. And I was. My life is on edge anyway. We went back to the benches and sat under the shade, and she was telling Flip that I could sing and dance. Word? You sing too, dog? Yep. He told me to hang out. He went back inside, and it wasn't long before he came back with his boombox challenging me on a dance. He didn't want to hear me sing. He wanted to see if I had dance moves. I ended up dancing with Flip. For the remainder of our time that we were on the block, we danced and drew a crowd of girls to watch as we put on the mini performance. I enjoyed this more than hanging out. Cheppy was ready for us to head back to the res, and somehow he talked Marisol into driving us back. They liked each other, and I was glad that they hit it off. And he's my big brother, so I had to leave when he left. Aaliyah rode with us. I didn't want her to see the res, but Cheppy didn't care if Marisol saw where we lived. To me, it was embarrassing because she's such a beautiful girl, and I didn't want her to see that we was living in shambles. Our house was kept clean on the outside and inside, but it's just the area that we lived in that was kept a mess. People dumped trash and liquor bottles in the alleyways, and a lot of stray animals hung out on over near our house. I wasn't happy about her coming, but I had no choice. She slipped her number in my hand and told me to call her late at night because her aunt would have a fit if she knew that Aaliyah had given her number out. Are you going to call me tonight? I asked her after we pulled up in front of my house. She's busy looking around the area. This is your house? Yep, this is where we live. Wow, this is cool. Do you have your own room? Nah, it's too many of us, I said, when Stephen comes out on the porch looking at us with curious eyes. My mom comes out. She's drunk. Cheetah, get your ass in here right now. Oh, man, I gotta go. I'll see you, okay? I leaned over and kissed her quickly before my mom saw us. I hurried out of the back seat and went in through the back. My mom's yelling so loud, she's embarrassing the hell out of me. Where the fuck have you guys been? Mom, relax. We only went to a friend's house so Cheetah could shop his music. Marina's gun is missing. Do any one of you fuckers know where it is? No. I was the first one to spill out. She just left here, and I hope you guys don't have her goddamn gun. Why would we have her gun, Mom? Maybe she just misplaced it, Cheppy added, and I went in the room to get changed into something comfortable because it was hot. Cochise came in my room. Cheetah, come here, bro. You gotta see this, he whispered, looking like he's excited about something. I changed into my slingshot and basketball shorts and followed him out in the backyard. We went to the shed and my eyes popped out. I felt like I hit the lottery. Wow, when did you get all this? This morning, Rowena had it delivered. We got our own studio, bro. Now we can make real music. You don't have to leave the res no more. Look at this. We got pop filters, compressors. We got everything that the white boy had and more, bro. Woo! He shouts. And my brothers come in the shed looking in shock. Cochise set everything up as if we were in a real professional studio. Look at this shit, bro. We got the soundproof booth over here. See that shit? The white boys helped me set everything up too, dog. I see, this is amazing, I admitted. He even had a portable AC blowing in to keep it cool. Because our shed used to be hotter than it was outside, and Rowena spent a ton of money on all of this equipment. She kept her word, which meant that I had to keep mine and keep her secret hidden. Damn. She bought this stuff like she said. Cochise got behind the keyboard and started playing and messing around, smiling hard. This is so dope, Cheppy admitted. Now, Cheetah, you can make music, bro, and stay your ass out of the streets. I know, I need some money, though, I told him. I was making music with my brother, and Rowena walks in while I was in the notebook trying to write a new song. She killed my whole vibe quickly. She wanted me to talk to her outside. My heart's racing, and I hope that she didn't want me to leave with her again. I'll be back, Cochise. Take your time, bro, he said behind the mixing board. He's happy and satisfied that he has his own music machine in the shed. I went out to the Mercedes that was idling in the front of the house. She went to the driver's seat. Get in, she said. And I climb in on the passenger seat and she looks at me. Did you take my gun? No, I didn't take it, I lied. If I had told her that I took it, she would have been pissed. Cheetah, I reported that gun stolen. So if you took it and you do anything with it, you're going to jail. Do you understand me? I understand, but I didn't take it. We held a stare for a long time. She knew that I was lying, but how could she prove it? I want you to ride with me somewhere, she said, and we pull off. Damn. My mom's in the driveway, and I looked from the window. She didn't trip. She didn't have a problem with Rowena or with me going anywhere with her sister, but she always had a problem with me going anywhere else. She would freak out. Rowena reached over and starts feeling on my dick. I just look at her and let her know that I wasn't happy with what she was doing. I want a baby, she said, out of nowhere. She turns away from the block and we pull off the road and she parks and puts the car in park. I want a kid. I want you to get me pregnant. What? A baby? I don't want kids right now. I'm way too young. I know, but I want your kid. And if you give me a baby, I'll leave you alone, I promise. That's a lot to ask. I'm young. I don't want responsibility like that. I want to make it in the music business. And you can. If you let me help you, I can get you a record deal just like that, she snapped her finger. I know a lot of people, Cheetah, and I can make things happen for you. I want to go to PVA. They have a good performing arts program there, and I read up on that school. They made a lot of celebrities come out of that school. Okay, if you want to go, I could help you. My friend is going to help me. What friend? It better not be no goddamn girl. It's just a friend. I can help you. I have more pull than your fucking friend, she said, being bossy again, and I wasn't going to argue with her. She did have a lot of power with people on the reservation. I wasn't sure how it was for her off the res because PVA is in Paradise Valley, a rich white area where the school was tucked away. How would she pull this off? Let me help you, Cheetah. Give me a baby and I'll give you what you want. I don't want a baby. I do. You have to take care of it. You don't have to take care of it. I can do everything for it. Yeah, you're saying this now, but what happens if I do get you pregnant and then you want me to be there to take care of a baby? And I don't want to be doing nothing like that. Do you have a girlfriend? She asked. I started to say yes, but something told me to tell her no, so I denied it. I don't want a girlfriend. I want the music. She was happy to hear that. Let me get you in the PVA. I promise I'll get you in, and after I get you in, you give me what I want. Deal? I looked at her. Will you stop coming to my house and messing with me if I make this happen for you? Yes, I promise. I'll even give you money. How much money? As much as you want. But you better give me what I want if you want your dad and your sister to be safe. You know what kind of influence I have with the cops. I'm not making no more deals. I don't want your money because I don't want you to think that you can own me. I would rather make my own money. Just get me in the PVA and I'll do the rest. She grabbed my face and said, I can make your sister do what you're doing. Please don't. She leaned in, trying to kiss me, and I kept my mouth closed tight. Ugh, it was disgusting. She falls back. I love you, Cheetah. I didn't reply to her at all. She took her hand and dug into my basketball shorts. She pulled out my penis and smiles at me. She leans over and went down on me, and I didn't stop her like I wanted to. I was just looking around, nervously wondering why she was doing this to me right here, out in the open. She's crazy. I wanted her to stop, and I couldn't control what my body was doing. My body was responding the way she wanted. Your cock tastes so good, she said, turning my stomach. I wanted to vomit all over her, but I made myself go away again, like I did the other times that she molested me. I didn't want her touching my sister or having nothing happen to my dad. What other choices do I have? She tried to make it seem like I had a choice when I didn't. I'm just a kid, and she's treating me like a grown ass man. I want you to come in my mouth, baby. I can't. You better, or else I'll have your sister right in my bed tonight. Okay, I will. I gave in and closed my eyes, trying to force myself to enjoy it. I had to go into a make believe world and picture another girl doing what she was doing. I started thinking about Aaliyah. It wasn't long before I ejaculated like she wanted. She continued sucking, but before I started feeling ticklish all over, she made my entire anatomy disappear down her throat. I couldn't even see myself. Okay, can you please stop? I said, squirming as she touches me. My entire body's tingling, and I never felt like this before. It wasn't supposed to feel good. She brought me back home, and I hurried out of her car, feeling so dirty and violated. Cheetah, she yelled. I stopped at the shed looking at her. Remember what I said? Yep. I went in the shed, disgusted and angry. I took it out on my notebook and made music with my brother. I went in the booth after I finished the song and I wrote, and I put my headphones on to record, and I broke down crying. I hear the door open. What's wrong, Cheetah? Cheetah, what the fuck, man? What you crying for? What did she say to you? Nothing, it's nothing, I said. Oh, so now you're gonna fucking lie to me? She said something to you. What the fuck did she say? She thought I stole her gun, I said. She said I was gonna go to jail, I told him, because I didn't want him to keep bugging me about what else was going on. I wanted to spill out my heart and tell him everything, but I didn't want my dad or sister to be hurt. They didn't deserve that. She came over here banging on mom, too. I don't really like her, but I'm glad that she looked out for us with this music equipment. You need to go hard on the music, bro, so we can get the fuck away from her. You hear me? He said, hugging me. Don't cry. I tried to suck it up as much as possible, and he separated from me, and I saw Cheppy standing in the door looking in curiosity. I grabbed the microphone. He's asking Cochise why I was crying. He'll be all right. Just some bullshit. Rowena accusing him of stealing her gun, bro. He told Cheppy, and I was glad that it was that instead of what it really was. I opened my notebook and looked at the song that I wrote. I closed my eyes and put my heart into the song. Everybody's asking if you're real, if you exist at all, if you could take away the pain that we feel. Why do we have to die when we fight so hard to live? We don't understand that the love that you have to give. Sometimes you punish us just to make us do the real. You bring it to our attention that it's you that we must seek, but I'm wondering if it's real because my heart and soul is weak. The next day was like a fog to me because I had so much on my mind. My mom was complaining to my dad early in the morning over the phone about money for school clothes. We're going to be going back to school next month. She's needing money, but I'm sure most of the money was going to go on liquor. We have no rent to pay on this reservation. The only thing that we needed money for was food and utilities and cable for television. We didn't really have a lot of bills, but still, Mom complained. Marcus is up getting dressed. I wanted to go with him today to get this money that Novi was on about. I figured if we could come up on the money in the hood, that we could purchase our own fucking school clothes. I wanted to make sure that my little sister would be good with her clothes too. She said that last year the girls were teasing her because she had holes in her shoes, and I didn't like that. I wanted Alina to be straight. I had money on my mind and a mission to accomplish. I had talked to Aliyah the previous night, but only briefly because her cousin was in her ear about needing to use the phone. It sucked because she was going through her own problems and I had my own. I went to the backyard and behind the shed and dug up that 38. Something told me to bring it just in case. I hoped that I didn't have to use it. We were meeting Mitch and Novi at the Reds entrance, so that way they didn't have to come on the Reds in the G ride. That was big of Marcus to make us meet us outside. Come on, Cheetah, you ready? Where you going, Cheetah? Cochise asked. We need to finish this song, bro. I'm gonna finish it when we get back. Where y'all going? Cheppy asked. We'll be right back, bro, Marcus said, but Cheppy followed us outside. Where the fuck y'all going? And you taking Cheetah, Marcus, and not me? Cheppy ended up going with us. We met up with Mitch, and Novi was in the back seat smiling and looking weird. Mitch drove, and on the way, he asked if we had a gun. He said that the gun that he had didn't work. Shit, I had the 38. I got one, I said, and Marcus and Cheppy looked at me in disbelief. I pulled a 38 and show it to Mitch. Can I use it, bro? We need it. Where we going? What am I going to use? Just be a lookout. You can sit in the car with Novi until we get back. I got my own shit, Marcus admitted. Cheppy had a 22. They all had guns, and I didn't even know. I'm going to drive by the block real quick and see if we can find some more iron, Mitch said, turning down 89th. Oh, shit, there's Sneaky. Let's see if he got a strap we could use. We pull up on Sneaky, and Mitch asked if he had a strap that we could hold. Man, y'all asking for my burner, and I only got one on me right now? We'll bring it back. Cheetah needs it. He looks at me. All right, bring my shit back, dog, he said, leaning in the car and giving me his 9mm. It's clean. We drive away from the block, and I tell Mitch to give me back my 38 and take the 9, but he's adamant about keeping the 38 because he said that it left no shell casings. Well, I'm assed out. I didn't know where we were going, but it wasn't too far from the block. These white boys over here have hella meth and money. They're always showing off, and they keep the money out like it's no big deal, I hear Mitch telling my brother Marcus. Okay, so we just go in there and take the shit or what? Do you know if they got guns? The white boys were so relaxed, they didn't have guns around for nobody, just in case. We all got out. Novi got in the driver's seat. Nigga, keep this car on, just in case, Mitch warns him. All right, he nods. Mitch gave me a mask for my face. He gave Marcus and Cheppy masks, too. We all slipped them on before we got out to go to the trailer. It's two cars and a motorcycle sitting in the front of the trailer. Mitch listened at the door first, and we hear females inside. Sounded like they were having sex. Mitch waved us on, and he did something with the door, and it opened. We went right in and drew our guns out. Get it up, motherfucker, I hear Cheppy. They fast, and I had my gun aimed ready to shoot. I was aiming directly at the white boy near the door. Get on the floor, I yell. And he's on the floor. Please, man, I have kids, he screams. I saw a bag filled with hundreds. I grabbed the bag quickly, and Mitch was going through the cabinets, going off, asking where the drugs were. He ended up shooting the white girl. Oh, my God. This was getting real just that fast. I didn't expect no one to get shot, but Mitch is ruthless. Wanted that money. Where's the rest of the fucking shit? It's under the mattress, the other white boy yelled, and Mitch hit him with the gun and he passes out. And Marcus threw the mattress up. They grabbed all the drugs and the guns that were under the mattress. It was so perfect. I was a nervous wreck, but I felt numb. After they get the drugs, I hit the other white boy hard in the back of the head and he passes out and the other white girl was screaming until Marcus knocked her ass out. Mitchell shot her in the leg, but she was bleeding. The blood's gushing out. It's crazy. We get the hell up out of there in a hurry and run straight to the car where Novi's parked. We jump in the car and Novi speeds off. Slow your ass down, fool. You gonna get us fucking caught up, Mitch yells. Novi's being stupid. He can't even drive. Pull over, man, dumbass. Mitch yelled. We're out of the mass. My heart's thumping. Mitch jumps in the driver's seat. I'm looking out the back window. No cars are coming after us, thank God. It's still early in the morning. Mitch drives us to another location where there's another car that we all climbed into. Mitch wiping off the steering wheel, but he forgot the door handles. And I tell him, but he didn't give a damn. I follow Marcus and Cheppy's lead. I didn't touch nothing without covering my hands. We get into the Jeep. Mitch drives. When we get to the block, Mitch tells Novi to keep everything quiet about the lick. I swear to God, man, you bet not talk. I know how you like to run your mouth. I climbed out of the back seat after I gave Marcus the bag of money. I went straight to the front of the building and looked out for Sneaky. I saw him gambling with the fat dude that looks like E40. I walk up, "Sup, man, you got my shit?" Sneaky asks. "Hell yeah, here." "Where you coming from with that heat, youngster?" The big dude asks. "This is the big homie, GB. This is Cheetah. He's down and he's cool. He just got put on day before yesterday," Sneaky tells him. "What? How old are you?" GB asks. "I'm old enough," I said, and he laughs. "What, you about 16, 17? I guess he figured that because of my height, so I ran with it and told him I was 16. "Come here, little youngster." He waved me over. I went to see what he wanted with my mind on my money. "What you doing gang banging, man? You a pretty boy, too. You don't need to be out here gang banging. Where you live?" "I live on a reservation." "I thought so. You Native American, all that goddamn long ass hair you got. You don't need to be out here gang banging and shit, man." "Hey, dog, he can sing and dance," Sneaky told him. "I told Raz about him, and I let Raz listen to the tape you did." Cheetah, Sneaky said, looking out for me, and I was honored that he did that. "My big brother's in the game. Man, I heard of Razzmatazz. He's a dope-ass rapper. I didn't know that was your brother." "Yep. He told me that he was going to be back in town next week, so make sure you on the block." "Man, I heard your tape. If you singing like that, you need to fuck with us and not these niggas," GB said. "Give me your number. You got a phone?" "I don't have a phone yet, but I will," I said. "Yeah, hurry up and get one. Sneaky, write my number down and give it to this little youngster," GB ordered. Sneaky went to the Mercedes that was pimped out. It was nice with rims and music bumping from it. This was GB's car, and he was dressed like he had some money with big diamonds on his fingers. "Man, I got a connection to some label owners," GB said. "If you serious about music, we could link up." "Okay," I said when Marcus came out whistling for me, waving me over. Sneaky gave me GB's number. "Call me, Cheetah. Make sure you keep my number." "All right, nice meeting you." I shook his hand. I ran back over to Marcus. "Hey, bro, who was that over there you was talking to? Ain't that GB?" "Yep, you know him?" "Hell yeah, dude, paid. He knows a lot of cats in the music industry. What'd he say?" "He gave me his number. I need to get a cell phone." "Well, you just made $5,000. We'll split the money, and you got five. We got 5,000 apiece." "Ooh, I need this. I can go shopping and get me a phone." I went with Marcus up to Mitch's house and got the money handed to me in fat wads of hundreds. I'm happy about that. He gave me some blue and pink pills too. "You could sell these and make some more money." "What the fuck is this?" "It's e-pills. You don't want them? Let me have them," Marcus said. "How much can I make?" "You could make another 5,000 off these easily." "Well, I'm gonna keep them then." I smiled and stuffed them in my pocket. "Hey, Mitch, let me get that gun back." "Nah, Cheetah, let me keep it." "You can't take that back to the Reds, bro," Marcus informed me with a frown. "He shot somebody with it." "Yep, forget that gun, bro. It's a wrap," Cheppy added in agreement. Marcus's pager went off. "We out, bro. Good looking." He shook Mitch's hand. "We leaving?" I looked in surprise. I wanted to see Aaliyah, but I guess we couldn't. Mike and Steven had come and got us in Mom's truck. On the drive, Marcus taps my arm. "That was Rowena's gun, huh?" I just looked at him with a grin. He shook his head. We stopped by the mall and I bought some clothes for myself and my sister. I was into Jordans, so I bought myself a pair of Jordans to rock with my outfits when school starts. I made sure that I found my sister some nice shoes too, so that way she wouldn't be teased and she could be happy. I spent close to 3 grand on us in the mall. We had about a month's worth of gear, and I caught a lot of sales. I still had 2,000 in my pocket, so we went to the Sprint store and I got myself a Nokia phone. We all got phones. I got my sister a phone. My brother opened a Sprint account and put us all on his plan. Stephen warned me not to lose my phone or let nobody use it. He was the only one with the ID, so he made it happen for us. We all pitched in and bought his phone so that way he could have a phone in the first place. And he asked us where we got all the money from. Cheppy lied and told him that we sold some of my mixtapes. Cheetah, your music is moving like that? Yep, I nodded. Well, shit, you need to let me be your manager then. If it's moving like that, because you guys spent a lot of money in this ball today. Let me make more music and you can be my manager. We left the mall. Marcus was on his phone. I didn't want to call Aaliyah because of what she said about her aunt being mean, but I did store GB's number in my phone. I sent him a text message letting him know that this was my new number and that if he wanted to hear my music that he was going to have to talk to Steven first. I rode home feeling rich and I only had $2,000 on me. I wish that I had Aaliyah's number. It hit me. I would have bought her a ring just for the sake of her being my girl. I wanted her to have a token for us to being together. I missed her and wished that I could have seen her today. That Monday evening, when we got home, my sister is outside with her friend, which was the only friend she had. She lived down the road from us. Cheetah, what you buy me? Come and see, I said, bringing the bags in. She bid a farewell to her friends and followed me in the house. Mom was passed out on the sofa yet again, drunk. Mom was drinking today, huh? Yep, my Rowena came by looking for you too. She got Mom drunk and gave her a lot of money, then she left. I shook my head. I gave Alina the bags with her stuff in it. She went crazy when she saw her new phone, her new clothes and shoes. Oh my God, Cheetah, this is so nice. I get to be I get to be hooked up for school. She went through all of her things. She loved her shoes. She tried her shoes on. Oh, these are so nice. I can't wait. I bet they won't have nothing on me to talk about now. I'm gonna be looking so good, she cheesed. I even bought her sandals to wear until it got cold. Here, I got you a phone too. Don't be giving your number out to these boys either. It's only for you to call us if you need us, I told her. It's Steven's account, so make sure you're not doing nothing silly. Ooh, I got a cell phone. She's happy about that. And I feel like a big brother with some responsibility. Mom's mom's gonna be so happy. Dad sent her money through Western Union too. She got money from my dad and my aunt. How much? She didn't say, but she's all happy. I bet she's gonna lie and tell Daddy that she bought us all these clothes. Oh well, let her buy you more clothes, I whispered, and went to my room sorting out my things. Marcus was happy about his new gear, and so was Cheppy. Cheppy was on his new cell phone talking to Marisol. I called Aaliyah after I settled in. It was late, and she asked, and it was late as she asked, and she answered the phone. How are you? I whispered. My brothers were asleep and I didn't want to wake them by talking loud. I'm good. I missed you today. I heard you were on the block. Who told you? My cousin. She was bragging that she saw you. I didn't see her. She was lying. I was only there briefly because we had some stuff to do. I didn't see her. Oh, I was hurt because I thought you didn't want to see me today. I turned in your application at PVA. Oh, you did? Thank you. Good looking out. Why do you sound so sad? Because I'm miserable over here. My aunt said some mean things to me. I'm starving. She made me go to bed without food. I haven't ate anything all day. I'm so hungry. Her voice trembled. Really? That's not right. Why did she do that? Because my cousin told her that I was talking to you and she doesn't want me seeing any boys. She was really mean to me, Anthony. Aaliyah whispered in tears, and it was hard hearing her cry. I feel sorry for her. She's always calling me ugly and saying that I'm so black. I can't change my color. You're beautiful. Don't listen to that. I'm going to make sure that I bring you food tomorrow, okay? I promise I'm going to buy stuff so you can eat. Thank you. Oh, I have to go. She's coming by. She hung up quickly, and I feel bad that she was going through that with her aunt. She's getting abused by her aunt, but through violence, and I'm being abused through sex by my aunt. We have so much in common. She ended up calling me back to my surprise, and I was happy that she did. You okay? Not really. I'm so hungry. My stomach is hurting. Damn, I'm gonna get my brother to bring me over there to bring you some food. She's silently crying. I could hear her. I just want to get away from here. I want to run away. But that's not a good idea. Where you gonna go? I don't know, anywhere but here. I hate her. She beats me up and everything. The last time she almost broke my arm. Okay, listen, look. I'm going to talk to my brother and we're going to get you some food. What do you want? Anything. I'm just hungry. Anything. But you should come to the side window. Write down the address, she said. And I grabbed a pencil and took down the address. It was on 91st, not far from the block. Okay, we on our way. Thank you. I went to my brother Stephen. He was still awake in the room. Cochise was still in the studio, working and mixing and mastering music that we made together. I was just hoping that we could get a record deal. Stephen's listening to my music. I tapped his shoulder and he snatches the earbuds out of his ear. What's up? I need you, bro. I really need you. For what? It's after 11 o'clock, Cheetah, and I'm listening to your songs. I know, but I need a big favor right now. Please, I'll pay you $100. What's going on, Cheetah? My girlfriend's hungry. She doesn't have food, and I want to get her something to eat. Are you serious? Where does she live? I gave him the address. He looks at it and holds his hand out for the money, and I gave him the $100. He went in the living room and snuck my mom's keys from her purse. I snuck out of her house in a hurry. He unlocked the truck for the alarm switch on the key, and I climbed in, glad that we were able to go to Aaliyah's rescue. I called her phone. Hello, she whispers. Hey, I'm on my way. What do you want? Anything. It doesn't matter. Just anything. Okay, we're going to stop by McDonald's. Okay, a Big Mac meal with a large drink. All right, I'll be right there. Okay, thank you, Anthony, so much. Stephen drove me to the nearby McDonald's on 87th. I ordered her food and told him to make it fresh. I was going to give her some money, too, so she could have food for herself, just in case her aunt did that bullshit again. I wish she could live with us. We got her food and headed to 91st. I was looking for her house, and Stephen points it out. There it is. I'm hoping that we didn't get caught. I went up to the window and tapped on it. A few seconds later, she looks out the window, smiling, opening the window in a hurry. I handed her the food and the money. She grabs the bag quickly and closes the window. I ran back to the truck and jumped in and waited a few minutes until the light went out in her house. I called the phone. She answered. Thank you so much, she said, sounding like she was eating. Oh, my God, this is so good. Thank you. You're welcome. Did you count the money? Yeah, thank you. I hope you're not being used, Stephen said, and I covered the phone so she couldn't hear him. He was on some big brother shit. Aaliyah's not like that. She's moaning from the taste of her food. Oh, my God, I feel so much better. Thank you. My stomach was so hungry. Thank you, Anthony. You're welcome. I'm going to get you a ring, I whispered, and Stephen shakes his head. You need to be concentrating on your music. I like your stuff, he cuts in. I'm going to call you when I get home, Aaliyah, all right? Keep the phone by you. Okay, I will. How old is she, Cheetah? She's my age. She's not using me. Why are you talking so loud anyway? She could hear what you said. So what? I'm protective of you because you're my little brother. And these girls are no good for you, especially if you make it big with music. That's really important right now. If I'm going to be your manager, I want you to be right. I was stressed out by the time I got back home with Stephen. He was on my head about Aaliyah, and he didn't even know her like I did. We just met, and he's gripping and tripping on me about having a girlfriend, being so young. I felt like she needed me, and I needed her. She appreciated me bringing her the food. I didn't want to go to bed knowing that I left the girl hungry and alone. I learned to keep quiet about Aaliyah after that night. Stephen put the keys back in my mom's purse, and I went back to my room and quietly got out of my clothes and into my sleep clothes and climbed into bed, quietly dialing Aaliyah's number. Hello, she whispers, answering on the first ring. Are you full now? Yeah, I feel so much better. My headache went away. Thank you so much, Anthony. I wish I could repay you for this. You can by just being loyal to me and not hurting me. Never. I will be loyal. Thank you for the money. I just have to find a way to get to the store so that I can buy food and put it underneath my clothes in the closet. I don't have my own room. She has an extra room for me to sleep in, but she said that she didn't want me in there. I have to sleep in the den on the sofa, and my clothes are in the closet in the hallway, so I will have to sneak in there and sneak the stuff there. Wow, why is she so mean to you? I don't know. She's been like that for a long time. I can't even wait till I turn 18 to get away from her. She treats my cousin like gold because she's light-skinned, and sometimes my cousin is mean to me. Like today, she was mean because I told her that I was your girlfriend, and she said, "Well, why didn't he pick me instead of you?" I couldn't believe the things that Aaliyah was telling me about her family. They were some evil people, and it made me think about all the evil that Marina put me through. Don't worry, you won't have to deal with this shit for too much longer. I just wish I knew where my mom was. She told me that my mom was deported and that she didn't want me, but I think she's lying. I mean, at least I hope she's lying. She probably is. Don't listen to that. From now on, I want you to think about me and focus on us and how I will work hard to get you out of that house, okay? Okay, I really like you, and I just hope that we can stay together. We will. We're young now, but I promise you that I will never leave you, Aaliyah. I want you to promise me that no matter what, you will be here with me. I promise. I want you to promise me that you will never leave me for another girl, not even when you become rich and famous from your singing. We were laughing, but I made her promise. Who knew what the future held? But I like how it sounded right now. The conversation with her made me feel alive and whole again. I feel like I was living a normal life as a teenager now instead of growing up so fast after being robbed of my innocence. She made me smile and she made my heart beat for a purpose now. Now all I need to do is rescue her and make her happy as well. We talked until we both fell asleep on the phone. The next morning I woke up with Aaliyah on my mind, wondering if she was okay after our conversation. The previous night I was worrying about her a lot, but I tried not to let it control my mood. Stephen came in the bedroom looking at me with excitement in his eyes. "Good morning, young buck. Guess what?" "What?" "I got some info on how to send your demo out to Prestige record label." "Okay." "Okay? Cheetah, do you know what that means?" "What does it mean?" "I mean, what?" "If they like your demo, you get a record deal. That's what that means. I want to get you some local shows so people can get to know you, and we need to start shopping your music around so that people will know who you are. I need you to focus, Cheetah, and I really want you to do this music stuff because if you really want it, I'll help you. That song, I Hope That God Is Listening, that's a good track. I think you can get this stuff off as a hit." "You think so?" "Yes. I want to start a group. My homie Flip can dance, and I just need two more people that can dance we could start us a group." "Yes, but can they sing like you?" "I don't know about all that, but they can dance." "Okay, so why don't you start your group and you be a lead singer? We can do that." "Well, let me call my boy." I called Flip. We had exchanged numbers after I found out that he can dance, and we had come up with a nice routine together on the block the day before yesterday. I was feeling his energy too. He was cool. "Hello?" he answered. "What's up, man?" "This is Cheetah." "Oh, what's up? I was just talking about you, dog. Where you at?" "I'm at home, but I was wondering if you wanted to start up a group." "Hell yeah." "Oh, wow. I was just talking to my boy Smoke about you, man. He can dance too. Smoke and Jap. Jap's Asian, but he can dance too. They both go to PVA." "What? Wow. Y'all want to come by? On the res? Hell yeah. Hey, Jap, Cheetah wants us to come over." "That's cool." I hear the dude in the background. "Hey, Cheetah, tell me how to get there." I gave him directions, and he told me that he was on his way. I was excited. That was the first time that I had ever thought about having a group when it came to music. If I can get these guys to be a part of a group with me, that would be another thing to keep me off and keep hope alive. That would help me have something to look forward to. It'll keep me happy besides Aaliyah. I went to Steven and let him know that the guys were coming over. "Okay, cool. Now you said that they can dance, right?" "Yep. I know Flip can dance. I haven't seen the other guys dance." "Okay, listen. I'm going to check them out, and I hope that they can sing. If not, you'll be the lead, and we can figure something out with them. But I'm not going to worry about them right now because I know it will work out." "I hope so," I whispered. Alina comes to my room showing me off her new outfit. "That looks nice. You show mom?" "No, not yet. I don't want to hear her mouth. You like it?" "Yeah, you look nice." She was happy. "Yay, I can't wait for school to start. Thank you so much, Cheetah. You're welcome." I went and took a shower and got dressed. After I was dressed, I went in the back and told my brother Cochise that the guys were coming. I told him that I wanted to start a new group. "That's what's up, Cheetah. Will you be the lead singer?" "I don't know. Maybe." "I'm sure you'll be. I haven't heard anybody sound as good as you yet." "They go to PVA, bro. That's cool, huh?" "Oh, hell yeah. That means they're going to get taught by the best." "Yep. I hope that I can get in." Aaliyah did my application for me. "Just stay positive, Cheetah. You'll get in there." I sat and chilled with my brother listening to what he was doing. in the studio, and I did a lot of thinking about how things would turn out with me starting my own singing group. I did what Coach Cheese told me to do, visualize it first. Flip and the crew showed up. Jack was chill. He had a nice vibe about him that I liked, and he wasn't the type of Asian dude that made me feel uncomfortable. In fact, he was honored to be on a res, and he let it be known that he had never been on a reservation before. Stephen came out and met the guys. Smoke was cool. He had a nice vibe to him too. He was the whitewash type that even sounded like a white boy when he talked. He wore his hair in blonde dreadlocks and they fit him. Let me see what y'all got, Stephen said. And Flip was all for it, unloading his boombox from the car. He put a CD in and they got in position. And as the music played, we watched them unload a tight dance routine for us. Stephen's all smiles, and my mom came out on the porch watching them. She never said anything, but she liked it, and I could tell. What you think, Stephen? I asked. They're great. Which one of you guys can sing? They all raised their hands. I sing a little bit, Flip added. I'm not as good as them, but I can hold a note. That's perfect. What do you guys think of the name Battle Cats? Nah, I laughed. That's corny, bro. I got an idea. How about Sun Gods? Well, nah, that sounds too spiritual. How about 11? I said. Just plain 11? That's dope, Flip agreed. I like that too, Stephen agreed. Okay, so you guys will be called 11. And tomorrow, I want you guys to be here at 12 noon to do a photo shoot. I'm going to take you guys to a spot where you guys can do some images and then get your name out there. Cheetah, I want you to work on a song for the group and help them put it together. That's easy. I could do that, I agreed. Let's put a dance routine together, Flip suggested. I could tell that he was good at choreography, and so was I. But I let him take the lead. He was looking for some music to put together, and I suggested that we use a song that I wrote so that way we could rehearse it and learn the song at the same time. Great idea, Cheetah. I took them to the shed and introduced them to my brother Cochise. They were all in love with the studio. We could practice in here since it's hot outside. Yep, I nodded. This is perfect in here. We have privacy and we can stay cool. I sat and started writing. Stephen wanted to hear the guy sing, and I kept writing until I heard Jap singing. He sounded pretty good. Smoke and Flip were okay, but not as good as Jap. It was going to take work, but I liked how they sounded. Cheetah, can you help them with harmonies? Cochise asked. You already know that's my thing, I told him. Yeah, I could help. I'm learning from school too, Jap agreed. I'm taking vocal lessons at PVA. That's what's up. I got it natural. I'm praying to get in PVA though. You lucky. I'll give you a reference if you need one, Jap offered. We shook on that and I was grateful. What's your real name? I asked Jap. David, but everybody calls me Jap. Okay, I'm Anthony, but I go by Cheetah. I prefer Cheetah, I told him. Cool. Everything seemed like it was coming together. Novi hit my phone, but I didn't answer. I wasn't going to answer because I was doing what I love once until Rowena showed up again, throwing me off. It ruined my moment of joy. I played it cool, went outside to see her parked in the driveway looking at me with sinister eyes. I climbed in the passenger seat. What now? What do you mean, what now? Are you happy about the studio setup that I made happen for you? Yes, but you show up here when we agreed for you not to come anymore. She laughed. Do you think I'm not going to get my return on my investment, Cheetah? I want a baby. I sighed. I don't even know if I can make babies. You can. You came when I went down on you, and you've reached puberty already, so you can get me pregnant. Do I have to do it right now? I'm busy with my friends, and they're here. Can I please just have a moment of enjoyment? I looked in her eyes. She's frustrated with me, but she closes her eyes and says, Fine, but I'll be here later tonight to collect on my interest. I grabbed the door handle and she grabbed my hand. Wait. I sat back frustrated from her touching me. She went in her purse and pulled out a wad of cash. Here, put this in your pocket. What's this for? It's for you to have. Because your mom is drunk and she doesn't seem to be responsible enough to take you clothes shopping for school. And I want you to look decent when you go to school this year. Oh, I replied, taking the money and stuffing it in my pocket, the bowl just sticking out from my jeans. Cheetah, don't forget about me tonight. I won't. I climbed out of the car irritated by the fact that I had to go and have sex with her again. I feel like I made a deal with the devil. If I changed my mind and I didn't go, then she would take everything away from me and I wouldn't have the opportunity to do any music. Not to mention her hurting my sister and my dad. My opportunity to leave this reservation would be destroyed. I didn't want any kids right now. I was just a kid myself and she's expecting me to do things as if I was grown up. My life was hard. I went back inside and tried to cure myself of the bad feelings that I had. I had to hide them and keep the dirty secret from the surface. I sat back in my space while the guys practiced with the dance routines. I catch on easy, so it wasn't a big deal for me to learn later. I'm writing and trying to get a good song out of the beat that my brother made. Hey, Cheetah, your brother makes dope beats, dog, Flip admitted. I know he does. He's going to make us famous one day. Flip was all smiles and he had that vision in his eyes just like I did. David came over to me and showed me a logo that he made for our group name, 11. It was dragons with swords. They were so dope, I fell in love with it and vowed to make this my first tattoo once I got old enough to be with one without my mother complaining. After I made the song, I sang it for the guys and gave them the vocals on what they needed to do and how it was supposed to sound. It's a dance track called 1111. I felt the song was going to go hard and make it big. Hopefully, we could see some results out of this group. Once I taught the guys how to sing, they were supposed to sing. My mom came into the studio. It's late and she wanted us to wrap it up. Damn, I wanted to finish it, but now I had to face Rowena and deal with what she wanted. She was parked in the front of the house waiting for me, too. Damn. I was back at Rowena's house, fixated on time for me to be done and leave. I felt so disgusted. I'm naked and she's devouring my flesh with her mouth again, as if I was no relation to her. I feel sick and alone inside. I'm screaming for help. Nobody heard my cries as she climbed on top of me, straddling my innocence. She's moaning loudly and drowning out my escape. My body responded as if it were her best friend, and I was an outcast, starving for control. I was feeling like was feeling that I hadn't felt before. It was good and bad. I didn't want to reach orgasm, but my body was fighting against me, and I felt myself pulsating inside of her without my approval. I felt her muscles tighten around my penis, and it was an odd feeling. I didn't understand it. I'm upset, wanting to back out and take what's mine, but she had it, crying out that she's reaching orgasm, and I could care less. I just wanted to be free. She's happy now, smiling as she rolls over, giving me space. I turn on my side in tears. I'm silent. Didn't want to live anymore. But that little bit of humanity that I had left told me to hang on. I hate her. I hate this moment, and I just want to escape this moment. I love you, Cheetah, she whispers. But I didn't hear her with my heart. I remain silent and she rubs my chest. You're going to be so great when you get older. You're handsome now, but when you reach manhood, the women are going to fall at your feet. You will be successful in the music industry because I'm going to help you get there. If I become pregnant, Cheetah, I'm going to make sure that I help you. I've already contacted the principal of PVA to get you in there. It might not happen overnight, but he knows that you can sing, and he owes me a favor. I'm going to get you in there. As soon as you hit ninth grade, you will be a student, so make sure you don't get in trouble. Make sure you keep your grades up, so that way I'll have that to back me up about you. I want to go home, I whispered. She looks at me. I know. Thank you for tonight. I think it worked. I hope that it did. I'm quiet on the ride home. It's dark, hot, and lonely. I felt like I really didn't accomplish anything that I wanted. Cheetah, you will see how important you will be to the world. Keep doing your music, she said, but inside I'm boiling with anger. As soon as we pulled up at the house, I got out of the car in a hurry and slammed the door shut. I rushed inside. My mom is up. She's sober and she runs out to speak to Rowena. And I went straight to the bathroom, closed myself in, and locked the door, starting to shower. I emptied my pants pocket and put my phone on the counter. Aaliyah called, but I let the phone ring. I was in no mood to talk to her. Although I needed to, I ignored the call. After a good cry and a long hot shower, I was okay. Not perfect, but okay. I went to my room, and luckily my brothers were asleep, and I decided to call Aaliyah in hopes that she wouldn't be upset about me ignoring her earlier. Hello, she responds. Hey, are you okay? I didn't wake you up, did I? No, I was in the shower when you called. Oh, how are you? Okay, I said. You don't sound too convincing. What's wrong? I don't really want to talk about it. I'm cool, though. I'm in a music group with Flip, Smoke, and David. I don't know those guys, but I know Flip. Were you on the block today? No, I'm grounded. Nicole was there. I didn't go anywhere. I stayed here and cleaned all day. I had to wash everybody's clothes, and they treat me like a savage. I feel worse than Cinderella. Don't worry. It'll be over soon. So what's the name of the group? 11. That's great. You should be happy. Yeah, tomorrow we're doing a photo shoot so we can have layout cards to pass out, but we need to work on our music so we can have some material to sell or give people. I'll help you. Just let me know what I need to do. I just need you to be my girl and stay as pure as you are, Aaliyah. I know you're pure because I saw it when I first looked at you. She chuckles a little and said, Yeah, I never had sex like my cousin. She's already having sex, but she's older than me. I'm scared to do that. I want to wait until I get married. That's good. I'm glad that you're thinking like that. I like that about you. You're perfect. And I'm going to get you a ring, a promise ring that I'll marry you when we get older. Oh, thank you, Cheetah. Don't call me Cheetah anymore. From now on, I want you to call me by my real name. Okay, I'm sorry, Anthony. I'll do that from now on. No need to be sorry. Just stay perfect like you are. And that is the conclusion of Chapter 1, Book 1 of Dirty Secrets. Stay tuned for Chapter 2.